Thoughts on Dane Cook?
I don't have any issues with Dane Cook. I was never a fan.
Great day today, morning.
And I don't know what that was.
That's great.
And I don't know. It's not for me, but I'm sort of sick of.
That's great.
Just it's not the right time to be shitting on comedians. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You know what? I did a show with him at the Improv. He was hilarious.
There you
He's
go.
a funny guy.
He's funny. Guess what? Dane Cook's funny. Everyone chill out.
Get used to it.
Get used to it.
Big whoop.
Big whoop.
And, you know, I don't know who wants to talk to me about this James Gunn thing, but it's certainly something I want to talk about today. If everyone is up to speed on that. Hunter, I assume you are not.
I'm not. Give me a quick rundown.
Goodbye. Noah Barnes.
Well, yeah.
Hello, Noah.
I think that's really cool.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. How can I help you today?
Question for you.
Go ahead.
You there? Oh, why did you campaign and take Sam Hyde's show off Adult Swim? What was that about?
What was the campaign? Show me the campaign. Make any. Please cite any example of me doing anything publicly. Go ahead. The show. If you're listening and you hate this thing and you think it's evil or you think that it's spreading messages of hate, misogyny, anti-Semitism, you know, you should speak out. You should go and let the advertisers know let the advertisers know what you think. Well, I've talked about this at length, but let's get into this so we can talk about the James Gunn thing. I want to hear what you think I did.
You went around Adult Swim campaign and,
How do you, first of all,
flag.
where is your evidence you're going to fly accusations around?
Okay, let me upload a hyperlink or two.
No, I'm serious. You're gonna get on my show here and make accusations about what I did or didn't do without any evidence, despite the fact that I've spoken at length about this on this show that you can go back and listen to.
I heard your conversation with Sam. It seemed pretty one-sided.
Oh, it sounded one-sided. What does that mean?
Seems like you were just closing doors to every question.
First of all, I don't know what to say to him. I don't know what to say to you people. You can't let this thing go.
Wait, so if they ask a question and Tim answers it, that's closing a door?
Doug, you're cool. I like you, Doug.
Well, what do you think Doug's doing with me? Doesn't that reflect on his character?
Yeah, I mean,
what do you
guess
it's so complicated for you. Now, but the problem is what you don't want to look at are the facts. The facts are I went to great pains and great lengths and great suffering to avoid getting involved with that shit show.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about the show itself, the shit show of that group, that audience, those people who for years...
People. What are those people?
Those fucking MAGA deplorable Pepe 4chan motherfuckers.
You don't think that's a joke? You don't think everyone's in on that joke?
No, I don't think it's a joke.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
that's
it's sometimes a joke for little 20-year-old dopes who grow out of it. But when I'm getting messages from people threatening my family, threatening me, threatening my career, threatening my friends on a sustained...
The internet, man.
Excuse me.
You put yourself out there. That's what you're going to get.
What?
That's the internet. What do you think's going to happen?
Well, then take it, man. If he's going to put himself out there, then that's what he's going to get.
Yeah, he takes it. He's fucking...
Well, then why are you guys all whining and crying like little bitches? You can't handle it. That he went out there and did some controversial shit and got his picture taken. Doug, turn that off.
You took him off the air.
And no, you go around and you get your picture taken with somebody that's a neo-Nazi, and there are consequences to that. Now, but this is not to say that I had anything to do with the show being canceled. I don't have...
You could
All right,
be.
let's take this call. Someone's saying they are this Sam Hyde guy. Let's see if it's him. Sam?
Hey.
What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Not so good.
What happened?
Want to guess?
Hello?
Show's canceled. Not so good.
Oh.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I'm sorry to hear it.
Are you?
I'm sorry to hear anyone's doing not good.
Didn't
All
you
right.
want the show?
What's that?
You there?
I'm here.
Didn't you
It's
want the show canceled?
I didn't really have a strong feeling about it either way. The only shows I don't want canceled are my own.
Didn't you campaign against our show? Didn't you talk to people and tell them you didn't like the show?
Nope. Sam, I've talked about this for the past 3 weeks on the show. I've been very honest and forthright about my experience with the show and with your audience. And, you know, that's really all I have to say about it. I've been pretty straightforward about it. I'm sorry that impression exists online from a bunch of, you know, Reddit posts and fantasy.
You've been pretty supportive of the effort to get the show pulled down. Because why? Because
How
it's
so?
racist. Because I wore blackface, which Sarah Silverman does 10 times a year.
How did? But there's no evidence of me doing anything that there's no. What have I been doing? It's all innuendo and hearsay.
I've heard reliable people say that you were instrumental. That Judd Apatow went to talk to Adult Swim to ask for it to be pulled down. You've been supportive.
You know, when the last time I talked
Oh.
to Judd Apatow was at the Bridesmaids release party.
You've been supportive of your buddy Brett Gelman.
Yeah,
who has
exactly. The word buddy is key here. I'm supportive of whatever he wants to do. He said he doesn't want to make shows for Adult Swim anymore, not just because of your show, but because of their issues with women, and I've got my own thoughts about that. People were asking me what I thought. Hold on, let me finish my thought. When people were asking me what I thought about Gelman making his statement, I said I support my friend because I support whatever he wants to do. And then I said, I'm not going to, because they're saying, why don't you quit too? So I'm not going to fucking quit. That's stupid. That's all I said.
Shouldn't absolutely be employing more women, though? Shouldn't you be?
We employ a
more?
shitload of women. We employ a shitload of women. Half the people on the Decker show right now are women. And we work every day to get more women shows on the air. We pitch shows with women. We bring women in. So we do what we can do.
The thing about Brett Gelman is he didn't leave because he
didn't leave anything. He didn't leave anything. He didn't have any shows there.
He left because they weren't buying his shows because they sucked, because they were weird. Dinner in America is weird. It's uncomfortable to watch, and it's not funny. It's not insightful.
Okay.
Nobody is also.
All righty then.
That's why.
Sounds good. Very well said. All right. Very interesting perspective there. Hey, Jeff. I'm going to say he hung up. Sam, you back?
Hey. What's up, dude?
Where are you calling from anyway? You in Boston or something like that?
No, I'm in Fall River.
Where's that?
It's an hour south of Boston.
All right. Cold?
It's a little chilly.
So we were yelling at each other, and then I guess you got cut off or hung up. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, no, I didn't hang up.
I don't want to get the impression. I don't want to get the impression here that I hung up on you.
You didn't hang up on me?
I did not. How could you? How could you suggest that?
I don't. Sorry, Tim. So listen. The deal with Brett Gelman is nobody liked his shit. Like, that's why he left. It's not because he was taking a stand. It was because no one was paying for his bad ideas.
Okay.
And so on the way out, he decided to really burn them as good as he could and make it some sort of social justice hero stand. But he's not. He would do anything for money. That guy Brett Gelman would do anything for a $40,000 check, man.
Okay,
he would do literally anything.
He'd do anything. That's the news coming in from Falls River. Sam Hyde reporting in that Brett Gelman.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not in Glendale. I'm not in Echo Park. I'm not in a posh LA neighborhood. I don't have that kind of money.
Glendale is not what you think it is, my friend. It is working class.
Okay.
Working class,
All right.
man.
Yeah, you live in you have a working class environment around you. I get it. Well,
I
look,
work hard
man,
every day. I work hard every day.
Yeah, you work hard at getting people's shows taken off the air. That's
Now,
real great.
listen, Sam, why don't
that's
you tell your
honest,
audience?
salt of the earth work.
Why don't you tell your audience that it's a fiction, it's a fantasy that's completely delusional thinking to think that I have that kind of power or that I have that kind of interest.
No, you do have that kind of power because you're making.
Well, half of your audience
How many-
tells me that I'm irrelevant and that I'm I'm finished and I'm worthless. And then that in the next breath they tell me that I'm pulling strings and running the show, that I'm Mr. Hollywood. So it can't be both.
Hey,
it can't be
Yo,
both,
Mr.
buddy.
Hollywood, Mr. Hollywood, half of my audience tells me I'm irrelevant and whatever you
So
just
you
said.
know,
Who
don't
cares?
believe. So you
Listen,
don't believe it. So
you-
I'm trying
you
to
make-
tell you the honest.
how
All I
many-
do
how
is
many
tell you the
shows-
truth. All I do is tell the truth. I am not making any decisions on what shows get picked up or what shows get canceled at Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Wait, how many shows do you make for Adult Swim? How many shows are you making for them yourself personally and through Absolutely? What is it, 10? What are you making, 15 shows right now?
I think
holy shit.
I think we have made 4.
Okay, so you are a big deal at that network. You're not an irrelevant, like, non-player. The
I
stuff
agree.
that you say
I agree.
people listen to you.
I agree.
So I have heard that you campaigned to get our show taken off the air.
That is wrong, Sam. And listen to me. It is wrong. Now, I have expressed, like I've said on this show many times, I have expressed to people there and to people around me that I have been, attacked online by people in your name. I don't know if it's you or whoever it is, but it's people saying, fine. Okay, fine. It's not you, but it's people over and over again, a coordinated, consistent, nasty, violent, violent, death threats, all that shit coming at me. And all I've ever said to anybody about the subject was, well, that audience, has like, an issue. That has an issue that doesn't seem to be dealing with. So
no, the coordinated attacks against you are a result of you expressing anti-Trump sentiments and expressing these egalitarian, all-inclusive, open borders, and that has nothing to do with our show. That's not related. So
okay, well, it's been said in the name
hell that you have brought screaming down upon your head has to do with your song "I'm a Cuck." It does have nothing to do with me or my show.
But that's
so
Sam. That song was written after months and months of people calling me every name that I said in that song. That didn't come out of nowhere. That's just a reaction.
Not my fault.
I'm not saying it's your fault. And like I said, I've never said to any of the people that we both know what they should do or what I'm going to do if they don't do something. Do you understand?
Right. Well, you stood by. Listen, if
I stand by my work and the work that we produce. Have you ever heard me talk about Robot Chicken? Have you ever heard me talk about anything else? So
if one of my friends was actively campaigning to like get a younger guy's show taken off the air, I would tell him to chill out. I would say, that's not the way to do it. It's like cheating in the war of ideas. It's like being a tattletale and using ideas of thought to get your point across. Okay. It's kind of fucked up. It's fucked up that my show was taken off, that our show was taken off because it's politically incorrect and it's something that would have flown, 10 years ago. It would have been fine. It's fucked up.
Well, I'm sorry, dude. I've had shows canceled. Everyone gets shows canceled. You can feel bad about it. Pick yourself up. Make more shit.
I'm blacklisted. I'm not canceled. I'm blacklisted. You know what that means, right?
Well, listen. This is not my fault. This is not my fault, Sam. Okay.
All right.
Nothing to do with it. This is
the
choices.
I hope you enjoy life.
Okay.
Damn,
I try to enjoy. My back is killing me. Like I said, I've gained a lot of weight. I've got my daughter has a cold right now. So I'm not walking on clouds every day.
Dude, I can't afford health insurance. What the fuck are you talking about? Your back hurts. Get my show back.
Okay, I'm gonna get your show back, Sam.
All right.
Well, geez, be careful out there.
That ambulance is coming for you.
Jesus Christ. Sam, you got to
All
be
right,
more
Sam.
careful
Well,
out there.
I hope shit starts going better for you. Try not to.
Wait a minute.
Try not to get too
Now,
fucked up.
now, what is
What's
that
up?
supposed to mean?
No, I mean I'm sorry that you're having a bad time, and I know back pain is pretty bad, so I hope you're not getting too fucked up about it.
Well, thank you. And listen, let me just say this, Sam. I think that if you guys seem to have a very voracious audience that cares very much about what you do.
Dude, you pissed off Poll. You pissed off 4chan and 8chan with your cucking. That's not us. That has nothing to do with us.
Okay.
Our audience is not fucking with you.
Okay. Well, they say they are you, so I don't know how to differentiate. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, because I'm a famous school shooter. That's why.
All right. Listen, I think you should. You and the audience can make you guys can make your own shit. This is the time where you guys can. Why do you need Adult Swim? Why do you need anybody? Your audience is ready. Your audience is ready to. You have an army, dude.
All right, I'm gonna hire Absolutely to produce my show.
Well, it doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
You should quit. You should quit Adult Swim too, Tim.
Well, this is what I said when Gelman pulled that move.
They're anti-woman, aren't they?
But don't you
You
understand?
should take it. Dude, they're not hiring women. You got to take a stand. Now's the time.
Sam, see, the problem with me is that I am a nuanced, moderate guy. So I don't fall into. I'm not partisan in the way that I'm not an extreme guy. So if Gelman's going to say so you know what I mean, and that's fine. You clearly are. Gelman clearly is. That's not who I am.
Gelman's an extreme money grabber and attention whore. He would do fucking anything for 40,000. I guarantee it.
That's the guarantee, folks. We have the guarantee. The guarantee has been established. Brett Gelman will do anything for 40
You
grand.
want to bet?
I bet you that he won't do anything for 40 grand. How about that?
All right, man.
All right, take care.
Okay, bye.
All right, fairly civil conversation with Sam Hyde there.
Okay.
Blake. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Let's talk to Benny Driffin. Benny?
Hey.
Hey, how's it going there, Benny? Hey, look who just walked in. Wait a minute now. Look who just walked in the door. Come on over there, Vicky B. Vicky Berger's in the house.
Hey, guys.
He is live. Doug, are you okay seating the mic just for a little bit? I think we can still hear him.
Well, we need another pair of headphones.
Oh, that's true. You know what? We probably do have another.
You guys just go ahead.
But let's get you another set so that Doug can hear what's going on. Can you just ask somebody out there to grab some headphones, Doug? Could you? Or go upstairs. How are you?
Good.
I'm all right. How you doing?
Listen, I've got somebody on the phone here who is on the phone now. Benny. Benny and the Jets, drifting away. What do you got for me, Benny?
Thank you for serenading me.
What do you have for me, Benny?
Well, I had a quick question, or I guess less of a question and a statement I'd like to get your reaction to.
Oh, here. What is the statement?
Well, our mutual friend, Sam Hyde.
Oh, I'm not talking about him today. He doesn't get any. By the way, I got these people, these cult leaders, this cult. I'll call them a cult now. Sorry to hang up on you, but I'm not gonna get into it. You know,
It gets old.
It gets old and boring. But it's funny. They're like the biggest. They're so obsessed with me. They're such super fans. They always make these videos from office hours here. The only people that watch the show, I think, are these people. You know, there's like who's watching? How many people are watching the show right now? We've got 200 people. That's not. I wouldn't call that a success. I wouldn't be taking that number to the ad guys to say, hey, you want to put a Mitsubishi commercial on my show here?
But I think I don't get enough credit for getting the show canceled. I don't get enough credit for getting the show canceled. I don't know.
You should get more credit
I mean,
than me.
people don't talk about that, but I.
But you know what happened was they made another video of me last couple weeks ago that I saw. It was very entertaining. They took a call. They took a part of the show where I said, show me the evidence. I was very upset, you know how mad I get. Show me the evidence that I led a campaign, because somebody said I led a campaign to cancel that show. Show me the evidence. There's no evidence. And then of course, they find me from a year ago when somebody called in and said, hey, how can you support Adult Swim if they have this show on, you know, with this guy that's, you know, a Nazi sympathizer or whatever, and white supremacist, and, you know, just a, you know, misogynist and all this stuff. And I said, and I spent the year just getting pummeled by these people, pummeled and pummeled and pummeled. And my policy, I talked to you many times, my policy was not to talk about it, not to address it. You can listen to the show. It all happened on this show. If somebody asked me, hey, did you see that show, man? What do you think of that show? I said, I haven't seen it, you know. Well, I'm not watching that. I don't watch other people's shows, you know. So I just kind of played it off like that. And then finally, you know, somebody just said, well, how can you support that? And I felt like, and I felt like, all right, well, if I'm going to say anything, I'm just say, listen, if you really feel strongly about this, you know, the only thing that I feel like the only thing that the network cares about is their ratings and the advertisers. So if you feel like you want to let your voice heard, it does no good to talk to me about it. It's if you want to, you know, make an impact, that's where you would do it. At no point did I suggest that was what anyone should do. And like I said, this show gets 200 people watching. There's no evidence that led to any advertiser boycott campaign. And to describe what I did as some kind of campaign is just absurd. And so they made a video where they kind of brought, you know, I said there's no evidence, and then they showed me bringing up something, and it's just the obsession about me is frankly very humbling. I'm very honored by it.
Speaking for myself,
thank you.
I think this guy is clearly a toxic individual, has a lot of problems. I don't know the other dudes in the show or whatever, but this guy is not good. And I would say I don't think he deserves this platform. You know what I mean? I mean, that's me talking. Yeah. So, but
anyways, it's not up to us. It wasn't our decision or anything like that. And but it does remind me of, like, you know, it's got, the whole thing has a vibe of like Mark David Chapman. You know, like it's got the whole vibe, and it's very that's upsetting to me. You know, and I'm making a joke about it, but it is upsetting. Because, you know, the question the philosophical question I brought up to you, Vic, was, you know, if Mark David Chapman had a YouTube channel, would John Lennon have been murdered? Would he have been assassinated earlier, or would he still be alive today? In other words, does that nuttiness
tip people off? Yeah.
You think it would kind of spread out some of that and just diffuse some of that? Okay. Some cathartic elements to it. Well, then maybe it's a positive thing, that the whole thing is very positive. We're all happy about it. You know, we couldn't be more thrilled. You know, when I began this show, really it was designed to promote my shit. You know, because Glendale was coming out, and I wanted to come out and talk to you guys and let them know, and use this new technology, this Facebook Live. As you could see in the early shows, it was a total mess. It still is, but you know, it got hijacked, and it's always been under attack by a certain element of people involved in a cult. That you know, I'm not going to argue with them anymore. I'm not going to debate them about this shit. And let's keep the calls coming in. Thank you, Jerry. Your opportunity to answer the question begins now.
Okay. Eric Wareheim is a pedophile.
Oh!
Eric Wareheim is a pedophile.
Okay, that is correct. Jerry Fowler.